Well, hey guys, how you doing? It's your old Grandpa Coyote coming to you once again here from Crestone, Colorado, up here in the Rocky Mountain High, United States of America as we call it. Going live today here on YouTube, help you find out a few things about what's going on in life and so on and so forth. It's been challenging lately to say the least, but very sweet. Things are developing kindly. We do the medicine show at night, the Coyote Medicine Show at night, only on the Hazy Radio Network. You got to see that one. Let me know if you're hearing me and if the picture's coming in good and everything. There's a comment section right down here alongside of my little YouTube thing here, so if you're hearing me and receiving me, do let me know so I know too. Put the comments up there and we'll get to rocking and rolling. But according to my broadcaster here and my radiator, we're doing just right, just fine. So I hope you can picking up the sound and everything. Just let me know if for some reason it ain't working. Otherwise I'm just gonna keep chattering, and I love you guys. So we're moving into these rather expansive times, I'm not seeing one comment there. Let me put one up myself, see if I can. Well, this son of a gun don't want to put comments up today. Oh, shoot. Well, that's not good. Well, I'm just going to assume that I'm getting out there, and I'm not seeing any comments for some reason or another, and I don't dare refresh the page because I'm streaming on it live, and I can't change it. So the comment section is shut down for the moment, so you're just going to get Grandpa live doing what I do all the time anyway. So hopefully you're hearing me. I'm going to look here on oh gosh, I can't do anything. I got my hands all cramped up here. Too much stuff in too many places. You know what I mean, how we do it here. So there are some people commenting. They'll let me know over here. Okay, well, let's see. Let's renew that and see if it's got anything. Are we there yet? You betcha we are. Alright, I'm looking for my live thing here. Maybe somebody's put a comment. Well, let me know somewhere here, if you can, what's going on your end. Because it sure looks good on my end, but I can't, I don't have any way of streaming it back and checking it, So there we are, and I'm rocking and rolling. Now there we are. We got some comments. All right, good. It's coming in down in New Zealand, so it's coming in everywhere. Now I can relax, and we'll just get with the program here, baby. Yeah. Oh, awesome, Debbie. Thank you very much. I see that one too. We're doing a good job then, getting out there. Okay, that's awesome. So today I just wanted to address some fears and concerns that many people are having in this reality. We've got Fukushima spewing out radiation that's going to kill everybody, according to some people anyway. I don't believe it for a minute, but I'll tell you why here in a bit. We've got economies crashing, governments just nuttier than a fruitcake. We've got Nazi policemen, trying to take over everything. I mean, it's some folks think it's pretty dark times. Some folks are looking for the worst, not the best. Not understanding that the pale horse of peace, man, been here for a long time, been hanging out in the pasture, been waiting around for us to catch up with it, you see. The year of the horse, yeah, it's kind of a metaphor, but it's a reality, too, in that this horse, this pale horse of peace, as I call him, is here all the time. Really, it's a pinto. A spotted pony, man. That's the pale horse of peace. Has to be, So at night here on the radio, on the internet, Hazy Radio Network, you got my Coyote Medicine Show. We've been doing some real expansive work there. We've been getting to some very deep and high places, and we've been opening hearts all over this earth. And this means that transitions are now in place that will pretty much negate any negative effects you see around you or within you. I don't know if you can feel it right now. I'm sure feeling it. The gathering of the heart here in this moment in time, meaning that many of you are gathering here with my heart. There's some super strong angels here at the same time that are here to help coach us into our existential reality, babies, and we're just rocking and rolling today. That's just how it play. So first off, Fukushima. Babies, radiation, yeah, can be deadly. Yeah, okay. And there's a few thousand of these nuclear power plants around the world. Fukushima is not the only one, and many of them are in trouble, you know. So it's likely at some point there will be sufficient radiation to kill everything. I mean, this was insanity to begin with. The people, I'm sorry, the scientists, the business people that deal in this realm really have no clue as to what they're doing. They really don't. They don't understand the basic essences of life. They certainly think they do. They've certainly stepped forward with great confidence to create disaster after disaster after disaster, and not just in this business. Arrogance, you know, goes a long ways. And that's basically what we're dealing with there, is human arrogance based on a false assumption that they are nothing, so they got to be something. Got to do something. Our motivations in this life are very strange, but they're very cosmic too. They come from a cosmic place. So understand then that what we're seeing as disaster is probably a major blessing in disguise. Everything in this world is of this nature. It's always the opposite, or pretty close to the opposite, of what we're seeing here when we're approaching it. You know, when we start to live from this divine aspect of heart, the heart inside of yourself. Now, if you just go deep right now, just close your eyes, go deep here with me for a minute, feel that heart expansion. Feel the changes going on inside. Feel the peace in that expansion. Feel the love. Feel the softness, the glowing, the heart. See, that's who we are. That's an announcement to yourself of the presence of creation within you. And you are that creation as well as the created. You know, you live a beautiful personal life. You walk forward as the beautiful person that you are, influencing and affecting all life around you as it influences and affects you. We live in a cosmic reality where all life is in service to one another. And it may not seem that way in your place, but babies, this is what your heart is awakening you to. As you do awaken, as you do allow these feelings to grow, you're going to infect others, of course, and everything in this reality changes, but it changes softly, sweetly. The nuclear disaster is prevented, not only prevented, but circumvented, made into a major blessing, because that's what it is. And all we have to do, and we don't have to do anything, all we are doing, those of us that can see and hear and play in this field, we're projecting the light of love into the waters of the mighty Pacific Ocean. We're going to neutralize all the toxins there. We're going to that little power plant over on the other side of the ocean, and we're going to surround it with a great big ball of love. We're doing it right now. And this is going to heal whatever infection is troubling it. We're going to talk to the protons and neutrons down there, and the electrons down there in that reactor that's gone ski-wumpus, and we're going to calm them down, wish them much pleasantry. And we'll do this anytime an instance like this pops up. And you know, understand, a lot of times there are nuclear disasters that aren't spoken of. There was one a while back I saw a video of. It was right there near Omaha. The reactor got flooded, big plumes of steam and smoke going in the air, baby. It was harsh. And not one word in the news media, not anything anywhere. I was surprised to see it on YouTube. They probably took it down the next day. But you know, you almost wanted to drive up to Omaha and take a look real quick to see what's going on. But people, when you're in this loving state, you are in the essence of creation. You are creation itself. And therefore, you have the ability, the power to perform beyond anything you've known before, beyond all limitation, beyond all limit. You tune in at night, I help you get it, but I help you get it right here too, babies. This is what we do. We're here to share the wealth of humanity. The wealth comes from within you, your heart, in a very literal sense. Along the lines of what we're talking about, creating these little miracles for Fukushima, well, babies, we're already doing that. That's why we're still alive. Understand, all of us should have been dead a long time ago. There is enough toxins in the environment already to off the whole of humanity and all of life on this earth. And it hasn't happened. Yes, we live in a very different reality than we did a few days ago, a few months ago, a few years ago. Yes. But we're still here. We're still doing it. See, we're already doing our work then. We're already maintaining the life here so that we can get through these moments and come forward clean inside of ourselves as the ascendant beings that we are, fully empowered by creation to be creation, because that's what we are. We're here to enjoy our aspect of creation, but also the fullness of creation within ourselves. It's just how it works. Meaning that, okay, let's take economy and government. Nasty old governments, for example. We're just going to love them right out of the way. Let's take, housing and clothing and food. Baby, we are the miracle workers of love. We create what we need in the moment we need it. Our heart does it automatically. So as we move into these creative states, as you allow yourself to feel and open in the heart, then it's going to reveal to you its creative powers. And you're going to learn how these operate. You're going to remember. It's been a long, long time. So we're a little rusty, but it's like riding a bicycle. You never forget. Or driving a truck or riding a horse. It's like that. You never forget. Flying a plane. You always got that little knowing that you gained when you had that experience, even though you may have left it far behind you now. It's still there. And when the opportunity comes to fly again, it's easy to get in that seat and remember. You have to brief yourself a little bit, so on and so forth. You know how it is. You've got to get reaccustomed to the environment. Well, that's exactly what we're going on in physical and spiritual terms here on the face of the earth now. The changes are already so widespread on the loving side that they're influencing and affecting everyone. And there is a general calming going on across the land. There is also some panic because others know this is the end of their power, or what they've seen of as power. Bless you, brothers and sisters. Bless you. Come back to the heart. We'll welcome you with open arms just like we will anyone else. So the idea is, as we tap into our creative essence, as we become that creation that we are, then we're empowered through the heart to create everything we need. Full abundance. If you want a meal, bing, there it is. It's in your hand. You think of it, there it is. You need anything. Boom, there it is before you. Right beside you, inside of you. Because we have that type of resource. All of us. From the most poverty-stricken to the highest levels of society. We all have this ability. And it's a communal thing. It's a collective thing. It works through you as a collective thought. A collective feeling. So you don't have to distrust yourself. You don't have to fear. The collective moves in the way the collective moves because the heart dictates it. It's complete slavery to love. And you can't beat that. That's total freedom. When you're enslaved to the heart, when you're enslaved to the inner knowing, when you give it your all and everything, your entire life, and babies, it takes that. You can't mollycoddle around with yourself and think, I'm going to cling on to this or cling on to that. Well, you cling on, it's going to hurt you for a while. You're going to have to let go. That's just the way it is. And there's a lot of sentiment trying to keep us attached to this old way of doing things. As miserable as it's been, there's been very many, 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 many sweet and powerful moments of re-engagement between beings and nations and tribes and so forth. It's been awesome here. It's been quite the journey. For all of its painful insanity, there's been a lot of pleasantry. We've gained greatly in spiritual terms here too. Our souls grow with each moment that we spend here. Any pain that we endure is like so ripening to our soul, bringing us forth. This is why people choose to die this way, even in great pain, because it ripens your soul, your heart, your experience. It richens it. It's like putting a punctuation mark on the end of a sentence. It makes emphasis in the life. You understand? Not everything here is as it appears to be. Everything is love. And we're going to see that as this develops more and more. But it's a worldwide change. We're in the midst of it. People, just be ready. Be soft in your heart. Be glowing. Be loving. And understand we're rich beyond belief. All of us. We will not lack for anything. We don't anyway. We're already doing this creative thing just in a different way. You know, we've let it get subdural, in other words, put down in the subconscious and moved over into more of a mechanical place so that we could endure the hardships of this reality and have some kind of organization to the mayhem. There's reasons why we have the institutions and so forth that we do, even though they're false and full of lies. And liars, too, the facade is tremendous. But this is what we dissolve away, is the facade. So, money-wise, what that means is we have everything we need. We're empowered with the richness of creation, and creation provides the richness that we live in. Therefore, nothing has to be bought and paid for anymore. Nothing has to be manufactured. Nothing has to be dug out of the ground or drilled out of the ground. Nothing has to be taken from the air or the water. It's all here within us, every bit of it. And we just creatively organize it as the flow passes through us of the magnetic heart in all, and it creates perfect abundance for every person. Therefore, no one is richer than anyone else. Everyone is on an equitous plane. We're all together in this thing. And as we do these miraculous things, our consciousness joins, regains. We begin to think consciously, singular thoughts, and we begin to put our attention to the areas of life that need attention, and we take care of all the difficulties in this life, in this world, in this universe too, because we are the love mechanics of the universe. We can fix anything. And we're ready to do that. We're ready to step forward now into our natural role. So these next few weeks and probably 2 or 3 months are the stepping into, the realizing of the empowerment. This is when we're going to these very miraculous places I speak of. And we've already bought ourselves enough time to get there, so don't worry about any other disaster that might pop up anywhere, or seeming disaster. Be awake, be aware, be feeling in this soft feeling. Allow your heart to feel what's going on, and you will know immediately the truth of any matter that comes up, and you will understand there is no need to panic. There is nothing to fear here. That all of the end time prediction prophecies are completely fulfilled a long time ago, I might add. And we're ready to go, babies. What this means then is, as a people, as a progression, as an earth, we've all joined together in this big confab of heart and made this choice to ascend together. So whatever differences you're feeling with others, and boy, it can be extreme still, let them be. Deal with them as you can, as you have to, but just let them be. Go with the flow inside. Go with the flow. Follow that inner knowing, the feeling. It's growing, man, and you're going to have a real easy time of it from here on out, where before you kind of had to go in and search for it a lot, even though it's right there in your face. You don't see it. So you go inside. But now it becomes far simpler for you to see and understand the movement of the heart. Each and every person listening in right now are already infected with this strange disease called awakening love. Surprise! It's the Coyote way. We sneak it in on you, We can be blatant and in your face, but we can also be sneaky little buggers. So that's what we're being today, is sneaky little buggers. Well, not really, because it's coming and you're ready for it. It wouldn't be happening, So I'm just blowing a little smoke your way and having a little fun with you. You know what I mean, kids? So this is how we move from the shithole of hell to the divine ecstasy of paradise. This is how we do it, and it's fairly simple. It's in process already. It's not so much a mechanical thing, yet it applies itself in those mechanical ways when necessary. You know what I mean? We can turn loose anything, everything, You know, um, it's just magic. That's all I can say. It's what we truthfully are. Magic in our love, love in our magic. That is our love, is magic. All of us put together serve this great community, this great environment. We're just rocking and rolling, babies. All of us. And all of us are contributing to this no matter what it seems like. You may be going backwards, reeling from divorce tactics that somebody's trying to kill you with, stuff like that. You might be, imprisoned in a government cell, something like that. Babies, it's happening for you just the same. And you're about to break yourself free. And you don't have to break out to do it. Because as you become free inside, those that imprison you can no longer do so. They will naturally open the gate and release you. This is how we end every problem on this earth, through the natural flow of conscious caring, this love that creates and becomes creator as we go along. A singular thought in every human that lives that creates. It's a beautiful thing, and it's already, again, I point out, it's already ongoing. We're already doing it. It's just been stuffed down to a very, very deep subconscious level where we didn't participate in it actively anymore. Our consciousness was taken from us. We were placed in a reduced state, and for a beautiful reason and purpose, to find the fullness, the richness of our heart in every bit of our life, to appreciate all by going through the worst, coming up with the best as a result of it. Babies, it's perfect. In its cosmic poetry, it's perfect. It really is. It's a bumblebutt thing. We've stumbled through it. It's been chaotic, melodic. I mean, it's just been everything, baby. But it's been perfect. For all of its flaws, for all of our reasons for making this mistake and going that way and doing this and doing that, for all the reasons we've shot ourselves in the foot so many times. It's all an act of love, and now we become conscious of this magic synchronicity that I speak of, wherein every moment in life is pure ecstasy because it is a movement of love, because we allowed ourselves to go to such painful and reduced states. Gosh, guys, do you understand how opposites, how living in opposites can create such a great appreciation for the centering love, the place of the center life, where all expands from that? Baby, it rocks. So this is what we're up to in this old world today. This is what we're going to be up to for the next little while. I don't care what else you're doing. I think the system will be crumbling. You can expect some moments. There might be a few major breakdowns in the system as we go through this change, and it might panic a few people. I mean, there's stuff going on. It happens. And we can only move so fast here. You know what I mean? Even though time's speeding up. And I see us as already there. Already laying on those Elysian clouds, playing in those Elysian fields. As that's a metaphor, but you know what I mean. Already living in that ecstatic state. So what we're doing now is experiencing the good old days of now, as I call it, coming in to that beautiful place of being. So these are the best days of your life. The best days right till now. And tomorrow will be a better one. The next moment be a better one. It just goes from there. Now, there might be difficulty. There might be some letting go. I'm still working on some stuff inside of myself, inside of my life. I mean, don't ever stop. No matter how enlightened, how peaceful you feel you are, how emblazoned with light you feel that you are, please don't ever think that's it. There is no such place as that's it. We just keep going, baby. The trail goes on forever. The journey is never over. The journey never ends. Wherever you are on it, that's where it just begins. We're already arriving at the place we've always been. The journey's never over. The journey does never end. That's how it works. That's truth. So you might hit a little plateau cruise space for a while. Take it as a plateau cruise space and go from there. Let it lead you. Let this heart lead you. Let it create the miracles that we need to see here. Because you're happy. Because you're carefree and caring. Because you've opened yourself to receive of the energies that bring all of that forward inside of yourself. You are love, righteous love. Love with total compassion. complete passion too. Yeah, all of it. Compassion and passion. All of it. Babies, we're going to places, experientially between one another that we could not even have approached before. As magic as some of our connections have been, the magic that is to be, that we are further creating between us, so powerful, so beautiful, so indescribable, yet I know you feel it, even as I speak of it. The idea, the thought of it's already there inside of you. Words aren't necessary to convey it. See, babies, we are love, pure and simple. The more you realize that, the more you'll understand it, the more you will operate functionally within that love, the less you will fear this world around you and all of the weirdos in it. Because they're going to be so weird too much longer. We're all going the weirdo path. The weirdo being the complete lover. That's us, baby. The complete lover. And it doesn't need a direction book, an instruction book. It doesn't need anybody to tell it how to understand anything. It just flows. It just glows. It just creates, because it is such a delight to create and experience that creation. This is why Creator had to step in to its own creation and become that creation. This is what we've done as humans and animals and every element of life you see around you. All of it. This is Creator extending into creation, experiencing the creation, and then becoming that creation consciously and reassembling itself consciously in each being that lives in that creation. So that all live in cosmic harmony forevermore. It affects all levels of your life. Every element of this earth changed, brought back to the new reality, the good old days, and now bringing it forward. Now, you think it doesn't get much better than this, but it does. It just goes on and on. Like I say, the journey's never over. No point in it. Why? We'd lose our sense of adventure, our motivation. Love has to have a reason to create. Love has to go forward in intelligent ways that help enrich and enliven its experience in every moment and every being and person that it lives. And all of that. You see how that works? It is so beautiful. It's so cosmically perfect, And that's the perfection I'm speaking of in energetic terms. That's all perfect. It's a divine ascendant curve that we've been on forever. Descend, ascend, It was an experiential education, baby. For creation, Creator itself. We became that Creator. We became that creation. We are that creation. We are this great spirit, this source soul. Each and every one of us personally, each and every one of us collectively, as the whole person, the whole being, the whole consciousness. So that's another way to look at ascension. It's Creator, Great Spirit, coming back together again in full consciousness while living in the full extension of life. Now do you understand the dynamics at play here on Earth? Why it's been a little rough? More than a little. We're some wild beings, baby. We take some incredible challenges on. Here we are doing it. Here we are completing it. Now, at this time, on the face of the Mother Earth and inside of her and beyond her as well. We're touching all the lives that live. As they touch us, we're all interconnected anyway. So as this occurs, bing, here comes. And all is settled peacefully. So don't worry too much about people pulling you this way and people pulling you that way, and this ET says we're going to save you and that ET says we can't, and whatever. Who the hell cares? Let that stuff go. Be here. Know what's happening, and nobody else can give you bullshit, and you'll know it the minute you see it. You know what I mean? And that's rockin' good life, babies, if I ever heard of one. So there you go, my little spiel for the day. Let's see what people got to say here in the comments. If anybody's got any outrageous insults or questions or anything, yeah. Okay, talking to you from the land of sun people, where the waves keep rolling. I love it. Rio, babies. Heart, feeling the love. Grandpa Coyote, I love the optimism. Blah, thank you for reminding me. Green vibes from Canada. Ooh, I love you, baby. Green waves from love from the UK. Looking good, Grandpa. Hugs. Yeah, I caught a bit. Feel ya. You speak my language. One big old hug. I love it. And a heart. Feeling it. That's who we are. Yeah. True Pa. Feeling it big time. Hi. And so on and so forth, man. Goodness gracious. Coming strong in New Zealand. We're all over the place now. All over this earth. Because this is our earth. Because this is our life. We own her in a sense. She owns us. Thought you can't own anything, but you know what I mean. We are an essential part of one another. We're the fullness of the earth. She's the fullness of us. We are her children. She is our mother, energetically as well as tracing through the physical realms. Now, I'm sure you're going to want to tune in some night to the Coyote Medicine Show and catch the wave. We broadcast it out all the time. Midnight Eastern Standard Time on the Hazy Radio Network. And just adjust your clock accordingly to wherever you are, 5 of the sweetest hours of the night, simply put. And some great music to boot. I spend a lot of time grabbing this song and that song and putting together this collection, that collection, so I always have some pretty fine tunage to help carry the vibe along too. It's the kind of medicine show I've always wanted to do, and I tried to sell it to the commercial industry, and what a waste of time. Might as well been breathing in the wind and enjoying myself, But anyway, long story short, it's finally come into being here on the internet, and it'll probably soon be broadcast on the airwaves too, because it's irresistible, just like you. Each and every one of you in your own right, very irresistible. Simply irresistible, as the old song says. Babies, I love you. I'm going to run along now, get ready for tonight's show, tonight's performance. It's going to be a ball. Behold, I saw a new earth. Yeah. How about that? I'm glad you're seeing it. I'm glad you're receiving it. I'm glad to be a part of it with you. I'm glad that we can share in this way and work hand in hand, heart in heart, to be the people that we are and bring forward this beautifully and very well-deserved treatment of love called the ascension, the transformation, the return to paradise. Yeah, why not? Tried everything else. Now this one. Babies, I love you. I'm always thinking of you, and I will see you again real soon here on my YouTube channel, on the Coyote Medicine Show, on Facebook. My time's getting stretched thin, so I don't get to do quite as much as I used to, but I am a-doing it, babies, and I'm a-loving you for it. So I will see you again real soon. Keep a-rocking and a-rolling, strumming and a-strolling. Your love. Plain and simple. So am I. So's little Okie. By the way, he sends his love too. Say hi, Okie. Yeah. He's such a good boy. Say hi to the guys. Yeah, say hi to the guys. Yeah. He just laid quietly here in my lap and let me rap, man. What a beautiful kid. Love you guys. Thanks again for being here. And we will talk to you next time. If you've got any heavy questions, you might catch me on Facebook. You can send me a message. I have trouble getting through all the messages now and all the email because there's just so much of it. But give me time, and we'll address whatever questions you have. Personal work-wise, I'm not too available for that anymore. It's just gotten too much. I've got to keep it here in these broader scopes and keep it there. But if you need personal assistance in your life, cosmically request it from me or any other being that you know that you need it from, and it comes. It's plain and simple as that. That's how much we're in love with each other. That's how willing we are to help at any given time, even though we may not even be fully conscious of that intention just yet. That is where we operate. That is how we live. We are in complete divine assistance to one another continually. Bless you guys. Peace on earth is not only possible, it's happening. Here goes. I love you, babies. Always, always, always. Thank you.